You know, these filmmakers were so preoccupied with whether or not they could make a new Jurassic Park trilogy, they never stopped to consider whether or not they should.
Hello.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Eric, and goddamn, that was one piece of shit. One big pile of shit, as Ian Malcolm said in the original Jurassic Park. Just checked out Jurassic World Dominion. Had extremely low expectations. Did not expect it to be good. And it met those expectations. I think it's better than the previous entry, Fallen Kingdom. That movie's just absolute trash, in my opinion. I didn't even want to rewatch it, and I didn't. I didn't rewatch it. I didn't review it. Now I have an old review when it came out. That's it. But as for this new movie, Dominion, well, it's big. There's a lot of dinosaurs on screen. It's ambitious. The CGI and the animatronics look pretty good. I'll give it that. There are some cool new species of dinosaurs that show up. And it's just a mindless, dinosaur movie where things happen. It goes on and on and on. Stupid things happen. Doesn't make any sense. Lots of plot conveniences. All of that all over the place. But if you turn off your brain completely, that thing has to have almost no power, just enough to keep you alive. If you go in with that brain turned down like that, you might enjoy yourself. The OG characters are back. For the most part, they're respected. They actually appear on screen together, which you're probably like, well, of course they appear on screen together. What kind of dumbass filmmaker would bring back OG characters and not let them share screen time? That would never happen. It is a big movie, very ambitious, feels like huge budget movie, kind of like The Lost World, except The Lost World was way better. This movie, again, it's big, it's long, and I mean long, like long and boring. Why is it boring? Well, I'll get into that in a second, but this movie mainly does not talk about or show us dinosaurs in the real world, going to, walking through neighborhoods, taking out houses, trying to show us the effects of that. What about our horses and our dogs and our cats? Are they all getting gobbled up? I don't know what's going on. What about people at work, trying to do their normal jobs? How is that working out? Driving through traffic, how is that working out? They show us a little bit of it. We get glimpses of it, mainly in this opening exposition dump by a reporter who we never see again. And it's like a little newscast to catch us up with where things are at right now. And then after that, we jump into the main plot, which is going to some facility somewhere. So again, we're in a confined facility where the dinosaurs are. That facility has the little girl. She's been kidnapped. The little clone girl, Macy. She's been kidnapped. She was being taken care of by the new characters, Owen and Claire. And she's been kidnapped, and Owen and Claire are going after her. And they meet up with this new character, a pilot named Kayla, I think. Can't remember, but she's a good character. She's fun, but it was just kind of a movie like Taken, where you have a girl who's taken. They're going out over to get her, except not nearly as badass and cool because Chris Pratt is not that awesome. I know they called him a badass in Jurassic World at one point, but is he really? He's not that much of a badass. He just kind of goes along with everything, and then every once in a while dinosaurs show up and he goes, it. That's pretty much Chris Pratt's thing. I mean, that's all he does. So they go to rescue the girl. It's like a Taken movie, and dinosaurs show up along the way all the time. Mostly in this facility. Again, a confined facility. There are some cool new species and stuff. It's not really the movie that I thought we were getting, and even that I thought was going to suck, but at least I thought it'd be more entertaining seeing dinosaurs in the real world, in this country, or in other countries, but whatever, with people trying to live their normal life, and dinosaurs are all over the place. We get very little of that. Meanwhile, there is a major threat going on. Our food supply is being threatened. Because dinosaurs are eating all the cows? No. Giant grasshoppers. Giant grasshoppers. Flying, giant, cricket, grasshopper looking things are eating up all the crops. This is a big problem right here. This is where the OG characters come in. Dr. Sadler, Dr. Grant, they head over to this facility where these bugs are being created, okay, to investigate. And this is where they run into Ian Malcolm. And this is also where the girl has been kidnapped, and how the OG characters and the new characters are all able to meet up. And that's pretty cool seeing them all together on screen, I guess. If you're a huge Jurassic freak, you love the new ones, you love the old ones, that's going to be a treat for you. I personally don't really love the new characters. I find Owen to be kind of one note. I find Claire to be, I don't know who the hell she is. In Jurassic World, she's one character. And then in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, she's a completely different person. And I'm not talking about like a character arc type change. It was just, boom, this is a new character now, but it's the same actress and she has the same name. Like in Jurassic World, she was a businesswoman who cared about the bottom line. She ran the park. She didn't really seem to be much of an activist for the dinosaurs. She just ran the park. She didn't care about the dinosaurs like the owner did. The owner was the one who said, like, you know, he said, you know, are the dinosaurs happy? Are the people happy? She's like, dinosaurs, I can't tell if they're happy. Oh, they're freaking animals. He's like, you know, you look in their eyes. He actually might have had a little connection. She didn't care. Then all of a sudden in Fallen Kingdom, she's a super activist who wants to save all the dinosaurs. So I don't know who the hell she is. But, you know, all the dinosaurs, they just weren't threatening. We've seen this for 5 movies. We know what dinosaurs look like. You got to put them in a different environment, which they kind of did but didn't show us much of. But we've seen dinosaurs for 5 movies. And in this film, they're just no threat. They just show up, they go, "Arr!" It's like, okay, we've seen this over and over and over. Is there going to be more blood, more carnage? It's going to be darker this time. Are they going to be just ripping through parks and it's going to be like, you know, ripping through schools, something to bring us and give us some emotion at least. Even if it's bad emotion, even if it's like, oh God, this is terrible. Something. No. They all will just group up, back up slowly, back up slowly, back up slowly. The dinosaur roars, then they run away. And then maybe when they're behind some barricade or something, the dinosaur will go and try to clamp down but can't get them. And just never gets anybody. The dinosaurs have ample opportunity to eat people. Over and over and over and over and over. But they won't do it. Why? Eat! Eat! There's your food! They don't eat! I don't know why. Because they don't want anyone to die. And I'm just saying, you know, not saying nobody dies in this movie, but certainly there's not a whole lot of carnage. Let's just put it that way. There's not a whole lot of death and carnage or anything like that. It's just I know it's never been a horror franchise per se, but I mean, I felt the original were way more bloodier and way more like, at least there were some horror elements. There was some tension. Here, there's no tension. Nothing's going to happen. Not only that, they don't even get hurt. There are people falling off buildings. Massive plane crashes. There's a plane crash that looks vicious. There is a plane crash involved that 2 characters are involved in. Actually, 3 characters are involved in this plane crash. There is no way they're even surviving. If they do, they are going to be hurt pretty bad. Not a scratch. Not a scratch. Lots of things happen that need to happen that make no sense. This secure facility that I've mentioned is the most unsecure facility ever created. You can pretty much go wherever you want, do whatever you want. Even the girl, Macy, who has been captured, nobody's really watching her. She's in a room here with the main villain, the guy who's heading this facility. He's in another room. He gets the attention of the guy watching over, and they're both in a separate room. She's just left there by herself with a raptor who was also captured. The child of Blue, this raptor has been captured, and there's a key to let him out, and they just leave it there with her. So she obviously takes it, boom, lets the raptor out. The raptor runs free. Now, I'm not saying that couldn't possibly happen, but that is some massive incompetence, and there's a lot of that going on. This facility that looks so clean and pristine, and you've got dinosaurs all over the place outside. It's got to be extremely secure. No. Also, you know, Dr. Sadler and Dr. Grant are in there. They're allowed to pretty much, you know, do whatever they want. Now, maybe there's an explanation for that because the person that was giving them the tour was kind of on their side, it turned out. So maybe there's an explanation for why they were allowed to, you know, go wherever they wanted and basically told what's secure. You know, the guy's like, you just guys go and take a look around when you're ready to leave. The elevator's over there. Not that elevator. That's highly secure. Don't go over there. But at the time when it first happened, I was like, oh my God, that's so stupid. Obviously, they're going to walk right over there, which is what they did. But even if that guy was like, hey, hint, hint, go over there. That's where you want to go. Maybe he's trying to help them out. Even if that's the case, I mean, what are there no cameras anywhere? Nobody sees them poking around. No, there's no, like, the security in this place is just absolute crap. The main villain of this, the guy who's running the facility, is kind of, I liked him when I first met him. Like, a really eccentric, like really just a weird guy. And you don't see that a lot in movies, like the way he was talking and just, it felt natural. It felt like a guy you could really meet out there. You know, there's some kind of odd people, some oddballs out there. And he just felt like that. Turned out, you know, I kind of felt like this is a bad guy, and it didn't end up being that. I'm not saying he's the greatest villain or anything. It turned out he was kind of not that great. But at the initial meeting of him, when he met up with Dr. Grant and Dr. Sadler, I liked that scene. He was kind of funny and just a really weird guy. And I thought the actor did a really good job. But I mean, overall, the movie is just stupid. I mean, it's just, I can't count how many dumb things happen over and over and over and over and over and over and over. How many times I'm like this? Oh my God. It's just like, you know, what happens to happen happens. And with no real rhyme or reason, and no natural reason that progresses the story, and people survive everything. Nobody gets hurt. Not so much as a scratch. It's just crazy. It does remind me of one nitpick I had from the original Jurassic Park. I remember when they were flying away in the helicopter. You see the little kids looked all scratched up and jacked up. Dr. Grant looked scratched up. And then they went to Dr. Sadler. She looked like beautiful, like a model, like a radiating skin. Just like an angel. And I'm like, what the fuck? She was down there too. She should be looking jacked up too. But that was one thing from the original movie. Now this one, all of them are just pristine, the whole movie. It's like, dude, what the hell? But the main thing is the dinosaurs are not threatening. They're not threatening. They're not going to eat nobody. Maybe a couple people here and there, okay? This movie sucks. It's only better than Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom because it's not, like, insultingly bad. Like, in Jurassic Park Fallen Kingdom is an insult. It's stupid. It's beyond stupid. This one is just stupid. Maybe not beyond stupid, but it is long. It is pretty boring to get through. I would just suggest getting plenty of sleep before you go to see this one. If you're a huge Jurassic Park fan, if you've seen them all, you probably want to go see it. You're going to go see it. But personally, if you're not, I would recommend maybe passing on this one. But a soft pass. Not a hard pass, a soft pass. Meaning, go see it if you really want to, but it sucks. Guys, have a fantastic day. Hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much for checking out this video review. That's all I got to say. I'll have a ranking for you coming up soon. Jurassic Park ranking all 6 of these babies. Have a great day and talk to you next time.